It's not about the being in the cells. It's not about. No. I'm speaking. No, 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 I'm speaking.
All right, folks, so you may have seen this in your YouTube recommended, but Jubilee recently did a video where they had 25 college students all get together and try to debate Charlie Kirk. And I've not watched the full thing, if I'm being completely honest, but I've seen a little bit, and it's pretty unhinged and interesting. So I figured we might as well do a brief reaction video to it, folks. If you enjoy it, if you want us to react to more, if you have your own recommended timestamps, feel free to leave a like on this video and go comment if you want me to watch some more of this. But anyways, let's just tune in and give you an idea. Here was the recent Jubilee video. So
I have one question. There's, like, in any case, you don't think there's any case where abortion should be legal?
There's a very, very rare couple cases.
Okay, so you do think that a couple cases it is legal?
If cesarean section is not going to save the mother's life, and the mother's life is actually at risk, which is debated amongst growing numbers of OBGYNs, that is the only case where abortion should be allowed.
Do you think there should...
But people say that it is a growing consensus in the pro-life world that abortion is never medically necessary.
Okay, so if you had a daughter and she was 10 and she got raped, and she was going to give birth, and she would and she was going to give birth and she was going to live. Would you want her to go through that and carry her baby?
That's awfully graphic.
But it's a real life scenario that happens to many people.
The answer is yes, the baby would be delivered.
Oh, okay, great. So that's insane.
But let me tell you why. No, hold on. Let me ask you a question. There's 2 ultrasounds I have. One is a baby conceived in one is a baby conceived by a loving couple. Which one is which?
Your daughter was probably hopefully conceived by a somewhat loving couple.
Tell me which one was conceived by.
You don't know.
Exactly, because it's all human rights and it's all human beings.
But that doesn't matter. So it's about your daughter who has to give birth to it and is going to be tortured by that for the rest of her life. That's going to take away every freedom she's ever going to have. That's going to ruin her life. She's going to...
Yeah, so like I said, I've not watched this full, like, hour-and-a-half long video, but this basically sums up everything I've seen so far. Is you have a couple points starting to be made. Charlie starts talking, and then it's just like... And it goes on and on. But anyways, let's keep listening, I guess.
Grow up and she's going to be attached to another thing.
The point is how you were conceived is irrelevant to what human rights you get. But hold on 1 second. If a person conceived in walks on the side of the street, it's not like they don't get First Amendment rights or Second Amendment rights.
It's not about that person.
The worst thing to do to the daughter is to then say, hey, we're going to go murder the being inside of you.
They wouldn't even know. Like, listen.
They wouldn't know?
Listen.
But wouldn't it be a better story to say something evil happened and we do something good in the face of evil, instead of saying we're going to do evil and then murder the being because we're going to pander to the evil? No. What makes the West great is that we do good after evil, not evil after evil.
It's not about the being in the cells. It's not about... I'm speaking. No, 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 I'm speaking.
Want to say it one more time?
No, I'm speaking.
Got it.
Thank you. So it's...
See what I mean? This honestly reminds me so much of the Vice video that I did 2 years ago that some of you know me for because it went so viral. Everyone's talking about it. I mean, this is the exact experiences. You can't really get a word out because they're all like, rah, rah, rah. But at the very least, in this case, Charlie Kirk only has to deal one-on-one at the same time because when I was there on Vice, I had like 4 people all just trying to get a word in, and I'm like, hey, is anyone gonna let me talk? Because on Vice, I clearly remember it was like 4 people all yelling at you at once. So I know the feeling. I know the feeling.
It's not, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the person. No, I'm talking about the person who is dealing with the pregnancy. I am not talking about the cells. I don't care. No, listen. The fetus, the whatever. I don't care about that right now until it is formed. If there is a 5-year-old child who is pregnant and the baby is 2 weeks in utero,
can't get pregnant.
Actually, they have, and they have given birth. There is, yes,
there is.
Where in history has a 5-year-old child been pregnant? Okay, so here's the fact check. Lena Medina of Peru gave birth at 5 years old. The father's identity is unknown. The pregnancy was possible because she was sexually developed. So we have one recorded person in all of human history that has been pregnant at 5 years old, and the this is the basis for mass wide-scale abortion policy in our country? It's just kind of silly and ridiculous.
There is one recorded case of a 5-year-old girl who gave birth.
Is that
one recorded case? Not even in the United States, just in the world. One recorded case, and we're gonna make policy based on this. Okay.
Is that common?
Yes, it's common. 5-year-olds get sometimes, and if they get pregnant, I think they should be able to have medical access to something that could save not only just their life, but like their livelihood.
How many, I'm curious.
I hope your daughter lives a very happy life and gets away from you.
Okay, so that is really nasty. And so her belief system, just so we're clear, is that...
The time's up.
Yeah, no, I got it. It's fine. I mean, it's insanely nasty, and we'll talk again. My next...
Okay, so that girl was obviously unhinged. We learned nothing from that. Honestly, I don't even know what was going on besides them mostly screaming at each other and her claiming that 5-year-olds are getting pregnant. But nonetheless, let's check in later and see if the debate here gets any better or more constructive. Anyone want to take a bet? Anyone want to guess? Let's see.
Okay.
Nice.
All right, Parker, what is a woman?
A woman is an adult human person that has a desire to be in accordance with a particular set of social and cultural norms that are typically associated with the female sex. Now, define a man. Define a man.
You're looking at one. XY chromosomes in a
Okay, but does God the Father have XY chromosomes prior to incarnation?
We literally have a religious
topic
later.
He's a father and he's him, but he's not a man?
We have a religious
Wait, so a man is someone with XY chromosomes, but he doesn't have XY chromosomes, yet he's still a man and he still uses preferred pronouns?
It's actually very interesting. In the original Hebrew, Adonai, do you know what Adonai is? It's the Hebrew word for God. It's actually genderless, but in the scriptures, they use he, right? And they use the masculine. Jesus Christ came to earth as a man, not as a woman, not as genderqueer. But let's go back to the...
But God the Father's a man, right? Because all fathers are men.
Well, first of all, there's a trinity. So God the Father is neither man nor woman. He is omniscient, omnipotent. He is all being on top of it.
So why do you use he?
Well, I did not. The scriptures do. You could use woman. You could say her. You could use him, but the way that the language is structured, again, it is so, God the Father is so above gender, it is so above any of our understanding.
Then why use him?
Glory and understanding. Again, because you have to make a choice, either he or him or her in the original scriptures. Let's go back.
Okay, and here's the thing as well. We're talking about human beings, right? What is a human woman? What is a human man? God the Father in the scriptures is described not as a man, as a male being, right? He's described as as a he, yes. But we're talking about what is a human man? What is a human woman? Yes, when Jesus Christ came down to earth, he did have XY chromosomes. He was a man. But otherwise here, the argument is stupid and nonsense because we're talking about human beings. Okay, we're talking about human beings here.
In fact, I'm happy
some
to get
fathers
that,
aren't men and boys.
So
some fathers are not men and boys, not men or boys.
I'm sorry.
Some fathers are not male.
No, of course they are. I'm not.
Wait, so God the Father's a male?
Hold on, God the Father. So where do we get God the Father from? What Greek word?
From your scripture.
Well, from Abba, right, which is a very close personal term.
You're not answering my questions, and you're bringing up random language that doesn't matter.
Well, it actually does.
No, it doesn't.
But let me get down to the root of it, because
he's not a man. You know he's not a man under your worldview. You still use his preferred pronouns. You still call him a man.
Christ is a man.
You don't do that with trans people because you're transphobic. That's why.
Okay, got it. But Christ is a man. I'm happy to get into the sexuality and
before
gender
incarnation, he's not.
Of the Trinity, okay?
Before incarnation, there's no penis, there's no XY chromosomes, there's no small gametes.
Hold on a second. Let's think about it. If that's correct, how is it then Jacob saw the face of God?
Okay, so if there's
hold on. If there was not before the incarnation, how did Jacob see the face of God? How did Jacob wrestle with God?
Characters can have faces without biology.
How did Jacob wrestle with God?
So okay, do you think that he has a body?
Well,
or was that a figurative notion of wrestle?
That's a mystery of the scriptures. I'm not here. Well, it is. I'm not here to debate theology. Can we go back to what we're talking about?
Does he actually have biology? You keep trying to pivot because you know this debunks you.
Well,
what biology does your God have?
Well, the one of Christ our Lord.
No, I meant before incarnation.
Well, to be honest, I don't quite know, and I don't think the scriptures are.
So you don't know what a man is?
Well,
you can't define what a man is?
It's a little opaque. Again.
The kid is just throwing out words and thinks he's smart for it. No, God the Father is not a man, okay? He's not a physical, human male, okay? No one has ever thought this. He is described in the scriptures in the male context, right, as a male being, but we're having the debate not of the gender of God. We're having the debate over what is a human woman, once again. So I don't even know what he's saying. It doesn't really make any sense. He's just trying to be witty or whatever, but that argument actually just does not make any sense. And by the way, it's completely unrelated. Okay, so he keeps saying, Charlie Kirk, you're trying to pivot. No, he's trying to pivot because he is not having a debate about humans, okay?
And you're looking at a man.
But your video, the largest video on TikTok is, what is a woman, 20 million views, but you don't know what a man is in your own worldview?
I said you're looking at a man, right?
Wait, but God the Father doesn't meet that criteria.
Am I looking at a man?
Yes, you are.
Okay, good. Just making
a
sure.
man that's beating you in a debate right now.
Okay, that's fine. So let me ask you a question, though. So do you think that anybody can become a woman?
I think that anyone who meets my criteria is a woman.
What's your criteria again?
Again, adult human person that has a desire to be in accordance with a particular set of social and cultural norms that are typically associated with the female sex.
Can society ever be wrong?
Sure, but like it's a desire to be in accordance with a set of social and cultural norms.
Can I become?
So hold on a minute. This guy claims he has the full authority to determine the criteria of what culturally defines a woman, and then on top of that says a woman is defined by social and cultural norms. So in that case, is a girl with XX chromosomes who's kind of butch, you know, kind of likes to do masculine things, a tomboy or whatever, is that not a woman? Because under this guy's criteria, that's exactly what that means. You know, if a girl just shaves her hair short or whatever, she's no longer a woman. It doesn't make any sense. And again, I go back to this. Nothing this guy is saying actually makes any sense. He's just talking really fast and thinks it makes him smart because it's like, oh, look, I got a one-liner on you. His argument, total nonsense.
Can I become black if I wear blackface?
No, because it's not a desire that you have to be in accordance with a particular set of social
What if somebody
norms
wants to be black?
Because race is defined phenotypically based upon the expression to other people.
But you're by some standard you're judging that.
Do you think there's a phenotypical expression of someone who's white and someone who's black? Like I see you're white because of your phenotypical expression.
Right. So, but do you think?
So race is genetic or phenotypic, as he wants to say, but gender is not. Okay. It just makes so much sense.
But Rachel Dolezal that said she is black and culturally black, is she black?
Does she have phenotypically characteristics we would associate
Define
with people
phenotypical. I'm not sure what that word means.
Phenotypical, it's going to be the expression.
So
of
melanin
particular
content in one's skin?
Yes.
Okay. So she could pass as a black person.
Wait, so she doesn't have the melanin content?
She's borderline.
No?
Heavily.
Okay, so then she's not black.
Okay, so you're able to say who is black and not black?
That's how we define it in society. No shit.
Okay, got it. So, but is there an objective definition of who is black?
Wait, language is all subjective. Linguistics professionals indicate it's subjective.
Language is all subjective?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh,
Every
really?
word you just used was created by other human beings that are engaging in conversation.
No, now
you might think it's created by God, but even then it's still subjective.
Got it. But now
wait, so it's created by society? Race is created by society? Because I thought you just said it's phenotypic, it's genetic, right? So now you're saying race, like your argument with gender, is created by society. So in that case, why can't someone say that they are black? Doesn't make sense, right? I'm culturally black. No, you can't do that. Oh, I'm culturally a woman. Oh, we respect your identity. What is this kid even talking about?
Getting somewhere.
God's a subject.
Now we're getting somewhere. Is the word and the value behind murder objective or subjective?
Well, I think morality is subjective, but you think it's subjective too because it comes from God.
That's interesting.
Wait, does it come from God or independent of God?
Well, no, of course it comes from God. It's transcendent.
That's subjective. That's subjective. Yes, it is. No. If it comes from God, it's specifically subjective. If it comes independent of God, then it's objective. No, what you just told me is also compatible
morality.
with moral anti-realism.
So let's go back to the Ten Commandments.
You don't understand meta-ethics.
Well, hold on a second.
What does subjective morality mean? What does it mean?
Subjective morality means that it comes in everybody's own opinion, their own form, not
dependent upon a
objective.
stance.
Again,
God is a stance, and that's the truth of morality.
So if let's believe, do you believe in if everybody believed in the concept of God, the transcendent God, that there was a 10 commandments and we should live by them, right? Is that objective morality?
No. Just because people agree doesn't make it objective.
Okay, then what,
again, independent of a stance.
What is
agreeance is not independent of a stance.
What is objective morality then? Sorry, thanks. We'll be back at it next time.
Yeah, you can tell this kid took like 2 philosophy classes in college and thinks it makes him a genius, okay? But anyways, the point is, that is essentially the Charlie Kirk Jubilee video. Let me know again if you guys want us to react to more or kind of watch this more in depth. But that said, be sure to leave a like on this video, folks. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And until next time, God bless and peace.